Hi everyone, it's Eddie here at Eddie Makes Art, and today I am gonna do a little photo album here. And what that means is I'm gonna take some prints that I've made on gel plate and put them in this photo album. Now, here's the story behind this photo album. It is an old family photo album. My mom had this for many years before I was born. And I'm almost a half a century old, so that tells you how old this is. Now you see there's stains. This even has a little gunk or something on it, but I love it. It's like cool retro photo album. It says photo album. That's like the original label there. The only problem is that the innards were just falling out. So I took the innards out and I put them in something different and in a different album. And I had this shell laying around and I said, well, let me do something with it. So I decided to build a hinge out of black cardstock. 32 pound, I believe. 65 pounds, sorry. 8.5 by 11 black cardstock. And so I'm not going to show you how I built the hinge. I learned myself via YouTube, so there you go. There's a lot of videos, really good videos out there to show you how to make one. And this has a curved spine. You can see that. See how that's curved? So what I did was I made sure that when I glued it in, that it conformed to the rounded, the roundness of the spine. Now, this here is just some printed paper. I just had this pattern paper on my computer on one of my files, and I just printed it off and Mod Podged it onto and glued it. And then first, I apologize. First I Mod Podged it, right? Then I glued it into the book here as a decorative edge, because this was just kind of like roughed up because of where the innards were coming out. And these are the prints that I pulled out. I may not use all of them, but these are some of my favorites. Now this was just this is carnival tissue that, I think it was a clean off sheet. I was cleaning off the stencil, so there's extra paint on it. So I just put the stencil down and rubbed on it, and then it left, this behind. So, and then I sprayed the paper with some dye. So I thought that'd be nice. And I'm not going to get too fancy about mounting and this or that. I'm just going to glue it down, basically. This is just my own book. And then we have, I like that against the black. That looks really nice. And then this one I was just having fun with some Yupo pieces. Mariah at PM Artist Studio sent me a bunch of bits that come off when they cut a stencil, and like these are the extra bits that they pull out to reveal the stencil. So I was playing with those and did a few prints, and I came up with this one. I just thought I just laid down a bunch of shapes, and then I was playing with these, and it looked like a person. So I gave it a face and decorated it all up and did some markings all over it. I just thought that was really cool. So we're gonna put that in there. And this one is an IMPP mask from PM Artist Studio, and it's it's from a portraits collection by Susan Dufresne, and I quote it because it's I believe it's 6 portraits of men and women, different styles, and this is one that I received from Mariah. And this was originally just the background was already made. I had this background which is blue paint on it, and I didn't know what to do with it, but I saved it. And then I received the stencil, and then what I did is I laid the mask. I laid it on the plate, and then did some brown and yellow paint did some marks, and I put a little, I think this is a color shift paint, some sort of metallic, and then I picked it up using to print those already on the paper, and it gave it this really cool effect. Here's this other one I thought was cool with the orange. It's going to stand out nicely. The blue, I believe this is mainly Prussian blue, and that I love the effect that I got. It was too much paint on the plate, but it gave it a cool effect, and it looks like the bubbles from this aqueous strip is they're melting. They look like they're melting. I don't know if you can tell. This one is cool. This is kind of like funky, grungy. And here's one of my earlier prints. I did this one a couple months ago, but I love it. It's got a lot of layers. If you feel it's got some texture to it. And here's a mandala print. This is the Celtic Knot set, mandala mask set from PM Artist Studio. And their stars, they have a stamp, the foam stamp with stars. And that's that. And these are roses and leaves. These are from Carrie Griffiths. These are also available through PM Artist Studio. And I just did those with a background of gold. Really simple, elegant. And again, I just thought it would look great against the black. And then this one is just kind of grungy, and I used a little stamp I made just to make circles. And I believe there's some wonky net, some mask in there too. This one was cool because I forgot what I was doing. I think I was doing the tissue. I scrunched up tissue and I was making marks on the plate, and I think that's how I ended up with this. I believe this is the moth, and this aqueous effervescence, and these were also IMPPs that Mariah sent me, and these are IMPP. I keep saying that, but it's imperfectly perfect stencils. And then with some gold gouache acrylic, and I picked it up on the black mixed media paper. So cool. This is one of my favorites, and if you go to the link in my description box for my merch, this is what this is the design on my merch right now. It is I call it Clouds and Corners, and see, it's got that cool shimmer going to it. But this was like a long haul I did using some stencils that I made. I think they were like pieces of folder, like manila folder, but I love how it turned out. It's another fun one. I did this with Tyvek masks that I just cut out some shapes. Little abstract fun one here. This one was, this is another IMPP mask. It's of an eye, or it's a stencil actually. And then over that, if you see the little detail, it's Gelli Shelly. It's another stencil. And then this was a laser, it's a laser print transfer I did. And I picked it up on this background I had printed of this yellow and green mix. And I thought it turned out really well. And here we have it. This is Susan's poppy flower. Got two of those. And I thought in these, maybe we could do them on the same page, or, you know, facing pages. That'd be cool. And then this one is these three actually, Raising Daisies. Another stencil. It's a great stencil from PM Artist Studio. And these are all a little bit different, one grungier than the other, and I love them all, so I want to try to incorporate them all. Now, this is the last one I picked, and I'm not sure if I'm going to use it, or if I'm going to use it, you know, maybe just a portion of it. But this is from the video I did where I did some eco printing with plants I found in my yard. And this was one of the prints I got. And it's great because you get so many cool little details. And if you look really closely on some parts, you know, you get this whole like, it looks like someone went in with the pencil and just drew something like really, you know, intricately. Like you see there, that part there, that part there. Very cool. So I'm just gonna start gluing stuff down and having some fun. This is a book for myself, so I'm not too worried about how perfect it's gonna be. I just wanted something that I could display some of my artwork. Okay, got my brushes. I've got some gel medium. This is acrylic medium gloss gel from US Art Supply. Got some glitter glue. I've got some permanent glue stick. Got a little card to smooth things out. Scissors in case I need to cut or trim. My glasses in case I need to measure. And then there's a wet towel. And that's to keep my brushes in when I'm not using it. If I use the brush for the gloss medium especially, I'll just keep it in here and I'll keep it from drying out. All right, let's get all this stuff out of the way. Let's see, which one do I want to start with? See, this is the problem. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I've made this book a while ago, and I'm just now sitting down to figure it out, and I still can't decide. You know? Here, we're gonna start with this one. And how much of this white do I want? What I may do is just do a little tear job. Edge here. Okay, and we're off. Hope everyone is doing good. I appreciate you guys joining me. And I hope everyone is getting ready for summer. It's nice and warm here today. I got my windows open, so you may hear some stray noises. Because, you know, it's nice weather, people are out, having a great time. So, yeah. And I live in the city, I don't live in the burbs, so lots of noise, lots of city noise. Yeah, that's good. Okay. There we go. I think I'm just going to put that one smack in the middle, unless there's something else that may go with it. So these are all, here's the thing too, is I could do like 2 and 2, one, you know, 2 here, but I don't want to crowd it either, and I don't want to cut them down too much. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go with my gut instinct, and I'm going to start with this one here. Let's get some glue. I need a surface to put this glue on. I usually have a piece of wax paper here. Here it is. Now let's just put a piece there. Okay. So this stuff is good because it's a good adhesive. All right, so here's the deal. I gotta get this out of here. Got something to glue on. There we go. So we don't make a mess everywhere. All right. And I already made a mess. All right, let's get that glue on there. Yeah, so I hope you're all doing good. Hope you enjoyed my last video where I completely transformed that journal. And I feel so much better now. It was really, really bugging me. There was something about that journal I could not, you know, get over. I couldn't figure it out, and finally, yeah, you know, it hit me. Okay. So, let's just get all the glue. I really should have done my edges first, but you know, I'm busy talking. I'm chatting with y'all. Good. Slow down. Of course, I got glue on the front. I mean, that's okay. That's not going to affect anything. So. Okay. Beautiful. Page 1 done. Some room here. So the problem is I'm very klutzy, so I knock things over just looking at them. All right, so what are we going to do on page 2 here? There's that tissue one I really like. I think do that one there. And then maybe do something smaller below or something like that. I think I'm going to trim it though. Yeah, so today's Sunday here, where, you know, when I'm filming. And just like I said, it was a nice day. I was lazy today. I didn't do a whole lot. I mean, I did a bunch of stuff, but not my usual. And just kind of took it easy, enjoyed the nice weather. And then I thought, let me sit down and make a video because I want to get this book together. And the motivation to do it, get it done is, you know, do it on video. So here we are. All right, oh, come on, Ed. This is why I need glasses. I should have them on, I don't. Okay, so you know what? There's glue on here already. Be careful. I don't want to rip them. All right, I'm in camera. Yeah. Just want to make sure you guys see what I'm doing. Get a little gel medium on here. This should be enough. And just, I'm going to take it easy because it is tissue. It's a wet, this is a wet strength tissue. It's the carnival tissue. But you know, like with anything, you just want to, you don't want to be rough with it. Yeah, so I've been doing a lot of gel printing lately, and really enjoying it and getting some cool prints, but I don't really have many displayed per se. So I thought this was a cool way to do it. Use this retro book, you know, photo album cover, and then you know, use it as a coffee table book. We're going to lay this down as best we can and then kind of straighten it out. You can do it. It's not going to be perfect. That's okay. But before it dries, I just kind of go through and smooth out whatever I can. Okay. That's good. See, I mussed it up there, but I'm not going to mess with it because it's wet and I don't want to grip it. But I need to wipe my hands. Okay. Now let's keep this in the towel so while I'm deciding on the next one, it doesn't get all crunchy and dried. So we got a cool gold person there. Ooh, don't stick. Maybe. We got blues there. Is that too much? Maybe we could do something more contrasting. Okay, that wasn't a very good cleaning job. Everything's sticking to me, and I'm like, I just cleaned my fingers. Okay. Maybe the orange. I like it. We're gonna put this one here. And, oh jeez, that's some real strong adhesive. Let's just trim this. Sides. Oh, there we go. I could shave a little bit off the bottom here. And kind of trim around here. Wonderful. Okay. So make sure we don't have any. You know, let me get my glue book. That would be better. And then I can just rip the pages out. There we go. Much better. All right. It's not bad. We've almost got 3 down. We'll use the scraper on this one. Awesome. And then I thought after I'm done, you know, I can sit down and, you know, maybe write something about them, or, you know, on the black paper using one of these guys, like a gel pen type thing. So I was thinking about that when I was deciding, you know, what color cardstock I was going to use. So we have page 2. Now there's no reason that we cannot also display them this way. Let's see if I could do 2 here. So maybe do 2 of the sunflowers. We could do these 2 here. They're not going to fit like that. Let's trim them up. Oh, I haven't used you in a while, little trimmer. But I think today is the day. And I'm going to square this off. I'm not worried about the edges. I just want to get it nice and square or rectangular, and get it to fit there on my page. Okay, that's one. And then let's get this guy trimmed up. I'm not really measuring, guys. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. And just getting rid of as much of the white edge as I can without destroying the actual print. Yeah, get a little more off that one. Let's see. And this is where the fun, scary part comes in. Ah, I got it. Sometimes it just like rips and tears on me. This one. Put it like that. All right. Looks good. Now the other thing that I thought would be fun too is I could always come back in and put bits and pieces around this that coordinate. I think from other prints, you know, or as I go along and I make more and I find, oh, you know, this would look good like this, and I can add bits and pieces if I wanted to. That's drying nicely. Okay, let's see if I can get some of this glue off my fingers. There's gotta be a better way to get this glue off, or is it just me? Huh. And do edges. I should get those. All right. Oops. So bottom edge. Okay. This one I'm going to put over here so it kind of balances with that one there. Okay. Hey, not too bad. And I also purposely picked out prints that I thought would look really good against black. I mean, most things are going to look good against black, but these particular ones I thought would look really good on a black background. And numero dos. Let's see if I can get this without getting all the glue in the front. Nope. No, if I try to glue on that page again, I would have, knowing me, I would have gotten this stuck down to the book and then pulled it up and it would have ripped the print and just made me not happy. And I don't want to be not happy. Okay. Alright, that's not too bad. So I'm going to lay down a few more and then I'm going to probably just fast. got to the end, I think it turned out pretty good. Let's start at the beginning, do a little flip through. As you can see, I was layering the wax paper just so the pages wouldn't stick while I was, continuing to glue. So this is our first page. And then we have these guys here. And you can feel that it's still, I can feel it's still a little bit damp. So I'm going to keep that wax paper there for now. But these turned out really, really nicely. And yeah, this one's still wet because this one's just was the entire sheet of tissue. And then I put some of the medium over it just to make sure it adheres and it gives it an extra little bit of a sheen. And then our moth here on the piece of black media paper, which is a little thicker. So I put it on its own. And I thought it was a good accompaniment to our friend over here. And then on this side, I have sort of like a urban jungle sort of vibe with these two fun prints. And then this print here with the stencil from PM Artist Studio. And then this is my merch print, my favorite print, Clouds and Corners. And then here we have Fire and Ice. This is what I called it when I was laying it down. So, oh yeah, this is Fire and Ice. And here we have a little bit more urban nature, I guess you could call it. We have some daisies. It's an eyeball, but it's got green and yellow. That's naturey. And then we have poppies. I'll set that in there for now. And then second to last page, we have our cool tissue textured print. And I believe it's Prussian blue with is it brass gouache on top. This is roses. This is from Kerry the Crafter's collection of roses and leaves. That's available at PM Artist Studio. It's another mask from PM Artist Studio. I love these. This looks really good. And then the final page, I put I'll call it Shelly Jelly Eye and the Celtic knots with the stars down here. And that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today, helping me put together this a photo album of some of my favorite prints. And I hope you enjoyed it. I did enjoy picking out the different pieces I wanted to put in here. They were definitely the ones that stood out to me and the ones I loved the most personally. And I left room, as I discussed earlier, of putting, so I could put extra stuff in here that if I wanted to, stuff that, pieces of prints maybe that coordinate. So I can definitely keep playing around with these. Adding, I can add stuff around here. So I'm going to close this up, and I'm going to say thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.